Yeah, you are early. You're early on the day you're not supposed to be here early. Supposed to be here early yesterday, but you know who's counting? Not that I'm the type to bring anything up like that, but it's okay. It's okay. Marie, you're looking lovely as ever. Linda, you're looking lovely as ever. Bobby Sprinkle, hey, what can I say, man? You got it going on, dude. Good morning. Enjoying a piece of candy cane. So, what's going on, people? You guys know who Bobby McNutt is? He got over 600 last night on his subscribers. Congratulations. Good morning, Bobby. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm not letting type. Oh, it's not letting you type when you want. Hmm. When you want or what you want. Mr. Gixer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I know you're still kicking and you're still smoking too. Got your coffee, Mr. Gixer? Dirty Dog Diggers, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Is that a new shirt, Denise? That looks nice on you. Well, how you doing? Jesse Kids and Coins. It's Jesse Greenhagen. Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. That I do. There you go. Molly, good morning. I seen some of that uh, jewelry that you were showing yesterday on Facebook. I didn't watch too much of it, but I did see it. You're welcome, Dirty Dog. Oh, hard night again. Didn't get much sleep. I've been up since 3:30. Got up to go to the bathroom, come back, laid down, couldn't go to sleep. Turned on the TV, watched a little TV, turned off the TV, tried to go back to sleep, couldn't do it. Got up, said hell with it. Wait a minute. Let me check. I could have swore I put it at 5 seconds. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Now it's at 5 seconds. Now you can type. Yeah, but I'm on for 3 hours. So I'm on till 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Most generally, except for Tuesday, I'm only on till 8:30. I got it. It's working now, Brenda. I just, instead of 60 seconds, I turned it to 5 seconds. So I trained with Molly and her son. He's about to bring out the pitchfork and torches. There you go. There, see, now isn't that better? I I thought I had it at 5 seconds. People, why do you even put it on? Well, sometimes it gets to the point where you can't read them because they're going so fast. Huh. Well, maybe you had to adjust your time schedule just for me, Jesse. You know, 'cause I am worth it. Jesse, Jesse, where'd you go, Jesse? So I understand. I really do. Well, say it then, Linda. Say it. Linda has a lot to say. She'll talk all day and not speak a word. And you that you are with well, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate that. So are you. Yeah. And a brass one even. In a brass bra. Well, that's because you and Gene Chambers are snow hoarders. You guys want all the snow. You gotta have all the snow. I don't understand it. That and that's something. And a politician. So cold I seen a politician with his hands in his own pockets. That's right. Well, would you like Tom to rub your back for you? You don't want to go to work? I don't want to go to school, mommy. I know the feeling. Stomping your feet. All you got to do is quit. Say, I quit. Tom, find a third job. So, after all, he did take it for richer or poor, didn't he? West Star Production, Urban Explorer. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Calling sick, Brenda. Tell them you have illness and fatigue, Brenda. Illness and fatigue. You're sick and tired of working. It's been 60 degrees here. Today it's 16. Have mercy. It's cold even. My heat isn't even doing well. Sorry to hear that. Where are you at, Jesse? I can't remember. You can't rub me driving. Well, tell him to pull over, get on the back seat, and have him, lay down on the back seat and have him get on top of you, you know, with his knees and just rub the living hell out of you, Linda. Hanging on in there, that's good. Oh, you're in Kentucky. Okay, that's cool. You're just south of us. I live 15 miles north of Ohio in Michigan. You love the quiet time? Okay. a second. You're in Penn, yeah. Mr. Dixon is in Penn. I'm back. I just had to make sure the bride was up. It's 26 degrees where you're at. Well, it is a balmy 21 degrees today. You have to tell you, I call in, tell them you have eye trouble, just can't see yourself working today. Well, not if you're just rubbing, not if he's just rubbing your back. Well, it depends on what he's rubbing it with. I don't know. You okay? You're up to 18 degrees? Good. Good morning, Junkyard. He's getting yelled at. No, I wasn't getting yelled at. I was making sure my wife was up. No, I told my granddaughter, I said, hey, go in and see if Nana's up and then go unlock the door for your dad. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. Turn me middle of the state. You live in North Carolina. Okay. Linda's Q&A was interesting yesterday. It was funny. Okay. Yeah. Back rubbing. That's where it all started. You're right. So whereabouts in North Carolina do you live at, Westar? My wife used to live in Laurel, North Carolina, when she was a kid. I've been to Cherokee, North Carolina. We were at Gatlinburg, went to Cherokee, North Carolina, was driving through there, and some guy dressed up in an Indian suit with tail feathers and everything, whole headdress and all. So we're just looking at him because you don't see that stuff, Go and take a picture of him, and the guy flips us off. Oh, excuse me, but you're the clown dressed up like an Indian sitting in the corner of a street, not me. Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. You like coins, do you, Jesse? Well, it's not that I don't watch your channel, Brenda. There are so many other things I have to do during the day. But I do try to catch up and watch some videos every once in a while. It's not that I don't want to. It's just hard to. I went to 3 different live streams yesterday, 4 different live streams yesterday, because they have all come into my live streams. 3 of them did a raid on me before, so I went into. I seen they were all on yesterday because I don't even normally get back on YouTube during the day until later on at night, because I usually get on Facebook and I do some stuff in there. Then I have to, I do my stuff around here. I do the dishes and everything else. I made a video last night. I'm still making it today. Um, I used to live on the other side of Sylvia. Okay. Place called Franklin, North Carolina. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Well, if you hold on just a second, Jesse. Anyways, I'll show you some pictures of some coins here. I'm doing an auction Saturday with the hot dog cart, and this guy's got coins and money and everything like that they're selling. But anyways, I started a video last night. We had I got 2 roasted chickens, from the deli, and I had them in the refrigerator and didn't use them, so I put them in the freezer, and they were in there for a few, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or whatever. I took them out, put them back in the refrigerator, and let them thaw out. Then I put them in a pan yesterday, and they were pretty much still half frozen. I put them in the pan with all the drippings and everything that was in the containers they come in. I put it, I covered it with aluminum foil, and I put it in there at 200 degrees for a couple hours, and I turned it up to 400 just to warm them back up, And we had that for dinner last night, and then after we were done, I cut I took the legs off and everything. Those are on a dish. I took the rest of the chicken that was in there, the bones, the carcass, or whatever you want to call it, threw it in a pot along with the pan drippings, and I started boiling. I made chicken broth last night. That's part of the video. Today, I'm going to separate the fat out of the chicken broth, the grease, and then I'm going to go in and clean the meat off and whatever bones is left, and pick the meat. And I don't know, we might have chicken noodle soup, or I don't know, chicken noodle casserole. I don't know, but that's a video I'm making, and that's the reason why I didn't watch too much YouTube yesterday. So, now, getting back. Oh, Jesse. You still there, Jesse? I'll show you some stuff. This is an estate auction that's going on Saturday. And I'm going to be selling hot dogs there. I was up there yesterday. That is really pretty. I'm going to bid on that. But anyways, let me get to it. This warehouse is 60 by 100, I think, something like that. And it is full. There's state quarters. Then you got all of the bills. You got 50s, 100s, 10s. But look at all the coins. Sorted quarters, 1935 through 1964. Pretty neat, isn't it? Look at all them quarters, coins, Morgan silver dollars. Pretty cool. I don't know, can you guys see it? Wait a minute. Huh? I can't hear you. Because you said bring me all the coins and stuff. No, I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking about here. You guys probably didn't see any of it, did you? Did you guys see the coins? Okay. There we go. I'm sorry. I thought this thing was showing you. Morgan silver dollars, dollar bills, tens, twenties, hundreds. Pretty cool. This is a 103-year-old woman. She's still alive, but she's selling everything. There we go. What do you know about Rinda that I don't know there, Dirty Dog? Please do tell. It is. Leftover lasagna is always better the second and the third day. $19.13 silver barber dime. What'd you get for that? Good morning, Marie. Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Well, I guess. Okay, just email me if you don't want to say it out loud. I need all the dirt I can get. I know she's not very prompt. You know what I mean? She's not. She doesn't show up on time. Well, thank you, Marie. So that's cool. Made a buck and 10 cents. Well, they ain't bad at all. They had Roosevelt dimes and Liberty dimes in a bag. I don't know anything about them, but I'm assuming they are silver, right? I have to check it out. So if I come to your question and answer, I'd know. I'll have to check it. Let me see. We'll go to Renda's question and answer. Answering your questions. Okay, my first question is where'd you get that god awful ugly monkey on the couch? 90%, yeah. Watch your vehicles. I'll have to look at it in a little bit. I'm kind of busy right now. I got my own live stream to watch. But I will check it out tonight. Or when I get done, I'll watch some of it. Don't leave your car in the driveway. That's right. Don't park your car don't park your car in the parkway and don't drive your car in the driveway. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Dog, don't talk about my hubby like that. Okay. 1964 $half and 90% silver, yeah. But the ones 1963 are have more in it, don't they? He looks cute laying there on the couch. Well, that's cool. Tell him to get up and make you some breakfast. I know it's too long to watch. It's almost 2 hours. Seamus is good. You might jack your car. Well, you can add my card. Just make sure you take the payment book with you. Here's something I didn't know. But if you go to them automatic coin sorters and stuff like that, and you pour in a bunch of change, about 90% of the time, if it kicks out a coin, it's because it's lighter than the rest of the coins, you know, what it's supposed to be. And it's usually like a silver coin or something when it kicks them out. Or it's heavier or whatever. I dumped a bunch of change in there and it just started spitting out coins at me. I didn't understand why. I kept throwing them in, and then I started looking at them. You know, they were silver coins. So they would keep spitting them back. Yeah, rotate the tires while you have it. You remember when nickel used to be nickel? It ain't no more. You always bring them back. Good morning, Sandra. You're looking lovely as ever. I gotta check my email. I sent your son a email the other day. I haven't checked to see if he sent me anything back yet.
Yeah.
Huh? The Max Guru, MX Guru, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you. $1.9 thousand. You got 1,951 channel followers. I'm already a channel follower of yours. I think I just showed you some channel love the other day. I believe I did. By the way, Brenda, I am letting your live stream run while I'm doing this right now, and I will watch it. That way you get some extra watch time. Rebel Rocker, good morning. Nice to have you here. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. They're not the best in the world, but I'm only human, and I'm just a regular guy. 1942 to 1945 nickels have 35% silver. That's pretty cool. I've been thinking seriously about buying silver. What is it, $14.50 an ounce or something right now? There you go. That's the best thing to do rather than take it off and build one. Just leave it on there. Now you live down there in Alabama, I think I get more rusted. I don't know how I got rusted to begin with. It must have snowed there about 30 years ago and somebody forgot to wash the truck after that. Time to go pour your morning coffee? Well, pour your coffee and come on back. So. It is nice to see you, Rebel Rocker. Hi, Pumpkin. You got 488 channel followers. 1577 an ounce. Okay. Okay. Yeah, might as well. Don't sell it. Keep it. Got one here. Hold on a second. I got to powder my nose. Bet you thought I had to mute it and I didn't think I knew about it, huh? Yeah. What you need is a strong cup of coffee. That's what I just did. I made a nice strong pot this morning because I ain't getting sleep. Okay, beef. Hurry back. Truck rust. There you go. Yeah, Gene, he doesn't know anything about truck rust, does he? Get up here in the northern part of the United States and trucks will rust, within a couple of years. There you go. That's cool. But it was probably worth 50. Because pawn shops, they don't give you nothing. He'd have put it on there for $50 and he'd have took 45 for it. You got a pound of copper rounds. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Gene. I stack copper. What's a copper round? Oh, yeah, I know. I understand that. I got a bunch of old Indian head silver dollars or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they really are because my dad had them in his pocket for 40 or 50 years, and my grandpa had them in his pocket for, I don't know, 30 or 40 years. And right now, all they are is silver slugs. They've been in the pockets for so long. Every day they, take them out of, the jeans, put them in another pair of jeans, and they wore the faces right off being in their pockets. But my grandpa carried them, and then my dad carried them. Oh. Okay. I was driving around yesterday, and I seen a 1979 Chevy four-wheel drive pickup truck. Now the hood was slightly up on it, and it had a bunch of stuff around it, so I'm assuming this thing's been sitting a while. Next time I'm out in the area, This was during the day, so I didn't think anybody would be home. Next time I'm out in the area and it's in the afternoon, evening or whatever, I'm going to stop and see if the guy would like to sell it, if he wants to sell it. I would like to make or get me an old pickup. I said it's 79. I'd like to get me an old pickup, get rid of the electronic ignition on it and everything, go straight back to a coil, you know, and
Snowing.
huh?
Snowing.
Is it snowing? I have no idea if it's snowing or not. Did you look out the patio window to see if it was snowing?
No.
No? Okay. Well, that's good, dear Bobby. Good morning, Random Land. Nice to see you. You're looking lovely as ever. $564 channel followers. Well, yeah, they're great if it works right. But then again, I want something in case everything else isn't working. Now, if you had an EMP, anything with an electronic ignition on it or a computer on it, it's not going to work. So you get yourself an older pickup, an older car or whatever. You get rid of all that stuff. Put you in, a distributor with points, condenser, and a coil. Get you an old. I believe the alternators should be okay, but you might have to go to a voltage regulator and a generator instead. Like they used to have back in the '60s. In the early '70s. Some of us older people will know what a regulator is, voltage regulator is. So. That's pretty cool, Jesse. Oh. You're right. Simple is better. Anyways, I delivered the cart yesterday, a hot dog cart. For those that you don't know, we own a hot dog cart. We sell hot dogs whenever we can, sausages. I got an auction to do Saturday, and the guy contacted me a couple of weeks ago and said, "Hey, can you bring it early so I can put some other stuff in? I'm gonna bury your hot dog cart in here." So, okay. Because once they start selling stuff, people pick it up and they take it to their car and stuff like that. So it's no big deal. So yesterday I delivered it, got it set in there, and it was snowing. And by the time I got there, I said, "Hey, are you going to be here a while?" He said, "I can be here as long as I have to be." I said, "Well, I'd like to clean this off a little bit so I don't have to do so much Saturday morning when I get here." "Oh yeah, go ahead. Ain't no problem." So I took about 10 minutes and I wiped it all down. I still have to take some bleach water and go ahead and go back over it Saturday morning. But I got all the grime off it. And that's the biggest thing. So I got all the grime off it. Alternator with an external regulator. Yeah. Anyways, I was looking with that auction stuff I showed you. I was looking at all that stuff. Looked pretty cool. I seen that park bench. That was pretty nice. I said, "What do you think that'll go for?" He says, "I don't know. Furniture market's down." I don't know. I think it's pretty nice. I'll bid $10 on it. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But it'll make a nice little bench. So I won't leave it outside. I should have asked him to look at the coins while I was there. I could have been like the mummy on the Scooby-Doo. Coin, coin. You guys that are old enough will remember that one from the 70s. Coin. Oh, yeah. But then I went to the one I have to go to on February 9th. I had to drive about 15 miles to go there. So I went there and they were closed. I figured somebody would be there, but they were closed. So I she had 10 or 12 quart jars of them. That's pretty good. But anyways, I went there, I jotted down the number and I called them while I was sitting in the parking lot and said, hey, you know, I just need to know something because I come here to check it out. I got to, you know, told them the size of my cart and that it was propane. I said, you got a problem with that? The guy calls me back and he says, hey, we got doors that can come in. Ain't no big deal. I said, well, you know, if it snows or something, I'd like to get there, you know, early enough to where I can clean it up. I don't want to track this stuff through your house, you know, through your building. Oh, we got a, you know, there's a awning out there that you can pull it up on, clean it off there, and then bring it in. That's okay. So, excuse me. And I said, what about propane? He said, oh, I never even thought of that. I said, well, you know, I do auctions all the time and stuff. I do stuff in buildings all the time. I've never had a problem. I said, once I get everything hot, you look underneath there and the flame's not even as big as a match, you know. He said, oh, yeah, I know. He said that, you know, if people start falling over, I guess we'll open up some windows. I started laughing. I said, I don't think that's going to be a problem. He said, it's not. It's the room itself is 70 feet by 140 feet. So, you know, it's you know, it's plenty big. I said, yeah, they ain't going to bother me. So I got that one to do on February 9th. I got one on the 12th of January. And then I got an auction on the 23rd of February. So it is pretty neat. I'm keeping busy, or not busy, but at least the cart's working. I got foldable tables. Tables, and then I got I even got the benches that you can make your portable table into you know, a eating table. I got 2 benches, 2 foldable tables. Oh, I got actually 5 or 6 foldable tables. But at the auctions, you know, there's really no place for anybody to sit down and eat. So, you know, they walk around and eat. But when we do the Antique Tractor Club, we do put out my benches and the foldable tables, you know. So, so some people have a place to sit. And I also put up, you know, my 10 by 20. So, but I 3 auctions ago, they had I bought Easy Up canopy tent, you know, tarp. I seen it sitting there and I didn't know how big it was, but what I thought, you know, for $5 I'd buy it, and somehow I would make it fit on top of the hot dog cart, so when I haul it around, it doesn't get all dirty. You know, strap it down with some, you know, ratchet straps or tarp straps or something, but you know, completely cover the cart. Well, then the next week, or 2 weeks after that, I went to another auction that the same auctioneer was having, And I bought an Easy Up minus the canopy because the canopy had been chewed up by mice. Well, I get it home. I set up the Easy Up. Now, well, I wonder if that canopy will fit. I grab that canopy, slide it right over, and it fits. Now, the canopy I bought is like a 14 by 14, so I didn't think this was going to fit, and it did. It fit it. So now I got a nice Easy Up. I've got two Easy Ups and a 10 by 20. And the nice Easy Up I got, $10. So, not bad. Yeah, Barlow Boys, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I do have a place to sit down for, when I go to these bigger places, but when, you're inside an auction barn, there's really no place to have them sit. So, I mean, if the guy had, this place is so full that I normally put my cart in sideways. I had to put it in lengthways. So, that's how much room is taken up in this place. So, and he is on the 23rd. He's having another sale, February 23rd, and it's going to be Coca-Cola. He's got a bunch of Coca-Cola stuff. So it's all good. He said, well, that one ain't going to be a very big one. I said, that's okay. I have to have inspections done. So, if I'm operating, I have to have an inspection done. And you got to have 2 done a year, and I haven't had any done yet. So I got to get 2 of them done. So I live in Adrian, Michigan, Lenawee County.
Give the address down.
So,
What? Get your man catch, yeah.
so.
Let him get out here now. I'm not gonna keep telling him.
I don't know. Love ya.
Yep. Let's go.
Bye. The grandkids are going to school, the little ones. So, yeah, she is. She is, Jean. So, can't blame her. Bobby says, good morning, Kathy. Jean says, you sound a little irritated. And I said, she is. Oh. Oh. What's for dinner today? I don't even know.
Bad.
What's that?
Not that you give up on it. So bad.
Well, thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Shall I get louder?
Well, I'm pretty sure they heard you. Oh. I really don't know, Sandra. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to have for dinner tonight.
Who cares? Let them for themselves.
If she says, who cares, spend for themselves. I don't know if you were in here before, but we had roasted chicken last night that you buy from the deli, the whole chickens. So I put those, I bought them, I got them, I don't know, 5, 6, 8, 10 days ago or whatever. And I put them in the freezer because we didn't use them. And then I thawed them out a couple days ago. I put them in the refrigerator, thawed them out, put them in the oven yesterday, warmed them back up, covered. You know, in a pan, and with onions and celery and carrots, because I basically don't have any onion or any celery or carrots. But I did, boil the bones, and I didn't roast the bones because I'd already roasted the chicken for 2 hours at 200, and then about a half an hour, I guess, at 400. So I'd already roasted it. So. The broth tastes good. I tasted it last night when I got it all done. So, you ever tried a recipe called the chicken and dumpling casserole? No, I haven't. I know you can buy chicken and dumpling soup from Campbell's. And I'm thinking you could make a chicken and dumpling casserole with noodles, egg noodles, and chicken and dumpling casseroles, or chicken soup. But I'll have to check that out. Good morning, Christy. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Sandra, by the way, you're looking lovely as ever. So. I'll have to check that out because I don't know. I brought in some chicken breast the other day. It's in the inside freezer, but we had chicken yesterday. We had ribs the day before. Had pork chops the day before that. Probably going to be something with beef today. Maybe liver and onions. That's a fan favorite. Between me and Kathy it is. Nobody else likes it, but it's a fan favorite here. Yeah, you can do that. Message me the link. But anyways, I was doing a video on that chicken broth, and today I'm going to finish the video because I did all the broth. I put the broth in a container. I let it cool down. I put it in the refrigerator. Today I'm going to skim the grease off the top of it, or whatever you want to call it. And the chicken that was on the bones and stuff, I dumped it all into a strainer, or screen, or whatever you want to call it, a sieve. Got all the broth off it. Then I just dumped that into a butter bowl last night, put it in the refrigerator, and today I'll dump it out on a flat baking sheet and pull all the chicken off of it and throw the rest of it away. Liver used for fish bait? Oh no, Gene, liver and onions. You gotta have liver and onions the way Kathy makes it. You'd be sopping that up like your biscuits and gravy. Oh, I bet it was good. Did you do a video of it? Take any pictures of it, Gene? I bet it was good. Junkyard, where are you at? You fall asleep? You haven't commented in a little bit. Probably doing paperwork. Anyways, Kathy, she fries up liver and onions, and then when she's done, she makes gravy. over boiled potatoes. And I'm telling you, Gene, it's out of this world. Even if you don't like liver and onions, you'd love it. You'd love the gravy. I like liver and onions, and then I like whatever leftover liver there is. Put it in the refrigerator. I'll grab a piece of liver and I'll eat it cold. Oh, Gene, I'm telling you. I am telling you, Kathy can make liver and onions just as good as biscuits and gravy any day of the week. In fact, I consider it a treat to have liver and onions with gravy. No, me and Kathy, we both love it, man. And she does it. And it's so tender, you can cut it with a fork. You don't need a steak knife. You just... No, she did not slap me to make me say that, Bobby. I'm going to have to get me a cup of coffee here in a minute. I think it's making right now, so... Good morning, Tammy Sprinkle. You're looking lovely as ever. Are you still married to Bobby? Anyways, it's looking a little better. I'm almost half tempted to make chili for Saturday. Yeah, I'm looking to see where the cast iron's at. No, I'm just checking to see if the coffee's done or not. Junior, is the coffee done? Oh, he must be outside. So, anything going on with anybody? Inquiring minds want to know. I do have to get that done sooner or later. And you can see the blinking light over there. That's my camcorder charging up. Because I'm not done with the video and I got to make a second part of it today. So. Let's see. I got some beef cubes in the refrigerator, in the freezer in here. I have to take them out and see what they are actually. You gotta go finish plowing today? No, she's not waiting to take me out. She loves me. Anyways, I got some beef cubes. Idaho Hillbilly, coffee chat, talking, changes, and making YouTube videos and more. Okay. Anyways, I got some beef cubes in the freezer. I'm gonna take them out. I think they're actually seasoned. I ain't for sure. I have to check the package. I got them on special, so. But if there's something I can work with, maybe might do beef and noodles today or something like that. It plowed twice yesterday and it came down. That damn old Mother Nature. She's off her meds there, Gene. Did you offer her a cup of coffee, Gene? Maybe that might settle her. Did you offer her a pot of coffee? Yep, they'll bring it. They'll haul that down to Alabama. I don't blame them. Shipping's right. Unassembled snowmen. You know what, Gene, you were talking about baling snow up. I was thinking about the other day, yesterday when you were thinking, I wonder exactly how much snow it would take that you could actually pack in to make a bale. I've seen, in the garbage trucks, packing, snow on top of containers and stuff like that and packing and packing. I've seen it to where, you've had 3 foot of snow in there and the truck be so damn heavy that the wheels are so squatted and you're not even nowhere near full, So I just was wondering how much, on a regular size hay bale, how much that would weigh with just snow. I'm guessing probably close to about 1,000 pounds if you packed the snow in that tight to make it the size of a hay bale. I bet it'd be even more than 1,000 pounds. Any guess? Oh, did you guys watch the show, The Masked Singer? Have you guys seen that? I really ain't into these kind of shows and stuff like that, but I think this one's just pretty interesting. They have these people come up, and they're contestants and they're competing, but they're all celebrities from some way or another. Okay. Last night they had 6 people that were masked, had them singing, and 3 of them went on, and then 3 of them got on the bottom 3, and then they pick a loser, and the loser goes home. Well, the one they picked that lost sang "I Will Survive." And it was Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong. What?
I'll show you something.
I know. A heavy shovelful, isn't it? Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I was going to post it, but I can't. The site doesn't even open up. Maybe a cup of coffee, will you? Thank you. I don't take 2 tons of sugar, just. It is a good show, and it's on, what's today? It's on Wednesdays at 9 to 8 or 9 p.m. Central Time, or Eastern Standard Time, I'm sorry. Written in Blood, good morning. Nice to have you here. Vampiro, you're looking lovely as ever. I'm doing okay. How about you? I see you got written in here. Well, thank you. You know, I try written, but it's really not that hard to look this damn good looking. But then again, you usually don't get this good looking until you're 85 or 90, and I happened to do it by the time I was age 55. So, yeah. The old lady told me, she says, "Hey, you just sit right there and look pretty." And I said, "Hell, I can do that." Yeah. She said, "Yeah, right. I can do that." I'm glad you're doing good. Ooh. I just did something silly. I took I had a little piece of candy cane here, peppermint candy cane, put in my coffee cup. He was like, "Oh, why? You ever had peppermint mocha? You ever had peppermint coffee? Hey, I'm going to try it." Yeah, I know she didn't marry me for the money. So, you're absolutely right there, Ritten. She married me for my good looks.
Not at all.
She said, "Not at all." Must have married me out of pity. Starting to taste a little better with peppermint. So I'll let it sit there for a minute. Sometimes I take, like Hershey's Kisses, and I'll make a cup of coffee and I'll throw 3 or 4 Hershey's Kisses in there and let them melt, stir it up. Or get them Hershey's Mint Kisses, chocolate, and put them in there with your coffee. Makes you a flavored coffee and costs you a couple pieces of candy. Hey. There you go. Doesn't it taste good? I'm telling you, it does, especially with the dark chocolate and the mint. Oh, man. So, yeah. I was going to pop a Lifesaver in here, but I didn't think that would be good, It's still in there, so. See, and everybody, I thought I was just weird. I'm not weird. Everybody else is different. And that's why you think Vamp married you out of pity? Well, you know. Probably didn't have anything else to do on a Saturday night there, Britain. Yeah, I know Kathy didn't. So I said, what are you doing Saturday or Friday? She said, nothing. I said, you want to get married? She said, yeah, I ain't got nothing better to do. Oh, you're right, man. You're right, bud. That's funny, man. Hey, he knew it. Now that's got, if the candy cane would have been another inch longer, because it was just a little piece of it, that would have been a good, perfect peppermint coffee. I mean, it's still, there's still melting in there, so, or dissolving, whatever you want to say, so. You're killing me, Sandra. Oh, I bet that would be. I love Heath bars. Got that toffee in your coffee? Yeah. Oh, you've never had a Heath bar? Go to the grocery store and buy one. They got toffee in them.
They got creamer that's toffee.
I know. Oh. I was at the Dollar Tree yesterday. I should have bought some candy or some candy canes. 50% off. Hey, 50% off $1 is what? 50 cents. Your long time question's been answered, huh, Written? Got a lot of moving to do. What are you doing? Moving? Oh, that's pretty cool. Hershey Starburst. Or Hershey's and Starburst. I like the different kinds of flavors of candy canes. You know, I love the peppermints. Don't get me wrong. I love the traditional peppermint. Vamp is a slave driver. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. All right, Sandra. Yeah, you got to get a Heath bar, Christy. They're pretty cool. They're pretty damn good. Anyways, I like the traditional peppermint, but there's other ones that are lemon flavored. The mint chocolate, I like that. So. I bet. Oh. But we all are, Vamp. Isn't that terrible, Blood? You pass out, she comes over and kicks you until you get up and start working again. Get up. Stop, quit. I'm going. Yeah. Well, sure. I bet Reese's peanut butter cup would be good in a cup of coffee too. I can see it coming. Domestic abuse. Well, if you do vampire, make sure you get it on video. We'd all like to watch. No sense letting a good thing go to waste. Yeah. I don't quit it. I don't quit it. I don't quit it. I don't quit it. Stop. Quit it. What was that on The Simpsons or something like that? I don't quit it. I don't quit it. I don't quit it. You guys ever heard of the blonde that hurt all over? If you're blonde, don't take no, well, you probably won't take no offense to it anyways. But anyways, this blonde walks into the doctor's office and the doctor says, well, yes, ma'am, how can I help you? She says, I hurt when I touch myself here. 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 Doctor says, let me check you out. She says, every place I touch, I hurt. Doctor looks at her real good and says, She says, what's the matter, Doc? Am I going to die? Doctor says, no, you're not going to die. She said, well, what's wrong with me? Why do I hurt everywhere where I touch? He said, ma'am, your finger's broke. That's why. Just a friendly slap. Pow. That's right. Anybody seen Kevin Helming today? Where's he at today? I hope he's okay. Well, he said, he was starting to limp pretty bad and he thought his wife might be putting him out of his misery, so I don't know. Swear, honey. Huh? I don't know. I can't hear you.
Well, we're talking to you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Sorry, you're looking right at me. I love you, Pumpkin.
Well, good for you.
Thank you. The other day, she brought me a cup of coffee and she said, here you go, honey.
Excuse me?
I'm never so afraid to drink a cup of coffee in my entire life.
Yeah. You got jokes, don't you?
I know.
No,
Nah, she loves me to death. She does. Really, she does. Vampira says, laugh out loud. She sounds like me. Yeah. Brandon Holt, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, man. It's been a long time since you've been in here. Nice to see you. Let me check your channel. You got 1,430 channel followers. So, you guys don't know who Brandon is? Check him out. I believe he's 18. Give him a little shout. Show him some support. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. And by the way, Brenda, it's still running. 56 minutes and 17 seconds, 18 seconds, 19 seconds, 20 seconds. I got an hour and 3 more minutes left of that. About to be 19 in March. Okay, that's pretty cool. There was a couple at a bus stop with 9 kids and a blind man. The bus pulls up, 9 kids and a wife gets on the bus. The bus driver said, the bus is full, sorry. Okay. Joyce McGuire, good morning. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever.
Flood bug, no return.
Oh, thanks. I'm waiting for the rest of that joke there written. I have two on my TV, but wanted to pop. Well, that's good. Thank you, Kel's Farms, Fams. Kelly Z or Kel Z Farm, Kel Z Fam, excuse me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You're looking lovely as ever. You got 1,057 channel followers. Nice to see you. Well, thank you, Vampira. You have a great day. Much love and respect to you too. That's funny. So the rubber, or they started walking down the street, and the man looks at the blind man and says, "Could you please put a piece of rubber on the end of your stick?" And the blind man said, "You should have put a rubber on the end of your stick." That's right. I was at the Dollar Tree the other day, and my son was sitting in the car, my oldest, and I'm sitting there waiting to check out. And he'd already been into the cash register, and he went to the car, unlocked it, he got in. But he's sitting there, and this family walks in. And I'm not lying. They were probably 35 years old, if that. And they must have had 14 kids, because it was a constant line for them to come in. I don't know what they brought. They must have brought a bus, but they were all their kids. And they're saying, "Mom and Dad, Mommy, Dad." And their dad said, "Well, I got your Christmas money here. You guys want to buy something? You can buy it right here." So, I guess. Must have been busy. Must have been cold some of them nights. Time for your birds. Okay. Yeah, I know you can. Just like that. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I can share my computer screen. YouTube finally gave me back to me, and that's pretty cool. No, they weren't. They were not. I couldn't believe, and the mother and the father. Hell, I bet he wasn't 5'3", and she was probably about 5 foot nothing. And I think the oldest kid was probably 14 or 15, and they were probably 10 inches taller than Mom and Dad. you guys don't know everybody up and down this chat, chat room, go ahead and show them some channel love if you want. If it's something you're interested in, go ahead and show them some channel love. If you're not interested, you don't have to. So. I lost about, 30 or so channel followers due to the clean out on the 13th and 14th of December. And since then, I am 20 above where I was before they started taking them. So, I don't know, maybe the clean out did some good. I have no idea. So. I sent in my Publishers Clearinghouse February 28th. Yep. I've got it marked on my calendar and everything. February 28th, they will be making rounds to somebody's house. $5,000 a week for life. And then you can give $5,000 a week for life to somebody else. $5,000 a week forever. Well, forever is not, 2 lifetimes. Forever is, if you really want to know what forever is, watch the show Heidi. And the old man says, forever is when a sparrow or a crow flies over the tallest mountain in the world, sharpens its beak every 1,000 years. When that mountain is ground down to a mere pebble, that is forever. Figure out how long that'll take. That could take a couple of years. Watching Facebook this morning, there was I can't remember the guy. I think his name's Adrian Johnson or whatever. He did a good video. It was about the $5 billion that they're complaining about for the wall. He said, I don't understand what they're complaining about. This is what the government wasted alone last year. Or, well, I can't remember if it was just last year or not. But he started naming off different projects and stuff that they'd wasted all this money and how much, the government gives out credit cards to federal employees so they can use it for federal use. Some of these federal employees were paying house payments and car payments and stuff like that. The government never took the money back from them. That was government waste. That was like $50 billion worth of waste there. It ended up being $449 billion worth of tax waste. And just those few things that he named off. He said, that's not all of them. That's just a few of them. I thought, and they're complaining about $5.7 billion, 0.1% of the budget. They're complaining about it. So it's wasted. You're right. IRAZ, you're right. It's wasted. It's government waste. And it's, people say, well, it's government tax. It's your money. They're wasting your money, my money, everybody else's money. They spend $49.6 billion a month on food stamps alone. Food assistance, okay? 49.6 million, I think that's what I just said. 49.6 billion a month on food assistance. That's what the thing said. I ain't for sure if it's true or not. If it's 49.6 billion a month, or maybe it's a year. But that's a lot of money. It is. And there's a lot of money that's wasted. I don't mind giving food assistance to people that need it, but there should be limitations. You know, like you can't buy lobster, you know, prawns, or you're allowed to buy fish and shrimp and stuff like that. But no lobster, king crab, or stuff, something that's $26 a pound. No filet mignon, or New York strips or T-bones, or porterhouses, but you can't, or you can buy steaks, but you just can't buy the $8 a pound stuff. Because they already tell you can't buy beer and all that, beer on it. Well, beer's a food product, but you can't buy that. So, if people are going to complain, well, that's discrimination, what's discriminating about it? You already can't buy beer, so you just throw it in that category. It's one of the places, things you cannot buy. And, you'd be surprised how much further their debit or EBT card would go. There's a lot of money, but you would be surprised how much further their EBT card would go. And if they crack down on EBT fraud, because a lot of these people, they get so much in food stamps and they never buy that much food, they sell them. And if they catch somebody selling them, they should automatically, kick them off the program forever, or make them pay it back. But they don't. Well, you're off for 90 days or 30 days, and then they're back on. I don't understand it. Got to make people responsible for their own actions. And the store, we have a store here. You can walk in there with your EBT card and say, hey, I need $100 cash. And he'll look right at you and say, well, I need $200 food stamps or EBT credit. And he'll start ringing up bananas and coconuts and tamales and Pepsi and bread and, ground beef and all this other stuff, chocolate bars and whatever else he can sell you till he gets $200. Swipes your card. Cash register opens up, gives you $100, and he's made $2. This guy's been caught several times. He was caught when it was the food stamps. He was caught with cases and cases of food stamps. The paper money, whatever, paper food stamp. Complete books of them. He was caught with. Fined. I don't know, $50,000, $60,000. No big deal. Paid that and away he went. So, no, it's not legal. It's illegal to sell it. It's illegal to sell your EBT or EBT money. But they figured out ways to get around it. So I know a few people, and I hate to say it, but I do know them. And when they need money, they take their card over there and I need $100. Well, it costs you $2. I need $300. It'll cost you $6. He gets double. So. And there's a lot of these people that are floating around in this town. They get $1,000 a month food stamps. Then they go to every charitable organization they can around here, and they get donations for food They might hit 4 or 5 donation places a month. So they stock up their, refrigerator, freezer, and pantry and whatever, and then they sell their food stamps. So, it's not legal. It's against the law to do that. If they would catch the store owner doing that and the person not walking out with the $200 worth of groceries, they would arrest both of them. That's fraud. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is fraud. Is that your pig there, IRAZ? Well, I just showed you some channel love. He got 499 channel followers. Somebody give him some love so he gets 500. Piggy. Yeah, they're not catching them. That's why. Random Land. Welcome back. No, we were just talking about how people use food stamps. They'll go to these stores, these shady convenience stores and say, hey, I need some money, and the store owner will ring up a bunch of products, swipe their EBT card, ring up $200 worth of products and give the guy or give the woman or whoever it is $100 cash. It's usually 50-50. You want 50, I get 50. You want 100, I give 100. Yeah, they're just trying to survive. Ask Nancy and Chuck. Yeah, with all the crumbs. See, now you got 500 there. Ray Joyce just hit you up. Now you got 500. You're right. They're abusing the system is meant to help the people. And that's why I said, a lot of these people that sell their stamps or their EBT or whatever, they go around to all these food banks and food centers and stuff like that, and they start asking, for, there's like 6 or 7 places in town here that will, and you can go, some of them you can go every week, and some you can go once a month. So these people got it down pat. They go once a month to these, and they go every week to those. And, you get hamburger or steaks or, whatever, and, meat and cheese and bread and milk and pasta and cereal. And this thing will help fill your cabinets, your cupboards, your pantry, and your refrigerator and freezer. And then you can start selling your food stamps, and that's how they do it. You finally got to $3.50? Well, that's good, Joyce. Wicked. Good morning, Wicked. Yep. Hey, this is funny. The other day, I had the cart out. What? The other day, I had the cart out, and I was cleaning it, and this guy stopped by with, you ever seen them guys with the big freezers on the back of their pickups selling frozen meat and stuff, This guy comes swinging on by, and he says, hey, you going to sell that cart? I said, well, you make me a good enough offer, I will. So he pulls over, and he says, we sell steaks. I said, yeah, I know. I've bought them before. He said, oh, okay. You want to sell this? I said, well, make me an offer. He said, well, I sell meat by the $500 box. I'll trade you 3 boxes for it. And I looked right at him and said, no. I said, I wouldn't do it for 5 boxes. I wouldn't do it for 8 boxes. I wouldn't do it for 10 boxes. I said, your food or your steaks are just like my hot dogs. He looked at me like funny. I said, your stuff is so overpriced, it's pathetic. Just like my hot dogs. I buy a hot dog for 40 cents or whatever. I sell it for $2.50. Just like your steaks. They're overpriced. If you give me 50 boxes of your $500, I might consider it. not, 3. So, well, I can't do that. I said, well, I can't sell it to you. So, but it was funny. You should have seen the look in the guy's eye. Traveling Monkey, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. So, good to see you. Patty Man, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Are you feeling any better, Traveling Monkey? Hopefully you are. I haven't checked your channel out in a while. I should get back here to check your channel out. Patty Man's got 182 channel followers. And he did a question and answer session part 1 2 minutes ago. Okay. So you just had yourself a live stream 2 minutes ago, or ended 2 minutes ago. That's good. That's good. Going back to school. That's pretty cool. All right, everybody. Well, I have to go to the little boys' room, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Had to give me another cup of coffee while I was up. I don't know how I do it either. No. Oh, you're talking about Bobby. Yeah, Bobby is up all night. Sleeping all day. McNutt, yep. McNutt, Bobby McNutt. Me either. I can't stay up that late either. I can because I don't really sleep, but I work nights. I used to work nights too. I used to get up at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, go in and be to work at 2:30, and I would work till night, 6 o'clock at night. Come home, do the same damn thing all over again. The life of a garbage man. By the way, there, Traveling Monkey, I got your videos up and running right now. I got your heart update running. Might have to watch that because I've been wondering how you're doing. I know, but people don't think about it, that way. The garbage man doesn't show up all that lazy. No, 90% of the time that guy's already worked. At 6 o'clock in the morning, he's already put in 2 or 3 hours already. So, in most cases. So, used to do it all the time. Get up and go to work in the middle of the night, come back home. When the kids were little, a lot of times I didn't even get to see them because they were already in bed going to sleep by the time I got home. I get to see them on Sunday, Saturday night, and Sunday. Because when you work Saturday, you only had to work 10 hours, so you was home by noon. So, yeah. Hell, I never used to even take a lunch break till after I had 8 hours in. Oh, yeah? What's going on there, Gene? Somebody touched the coffee maker? Your husband's got to be to work at 5? After what? Oh, she got dementia? Okay. Sorry to hear that. My grandpa had dementia. And you talk to him, you say, "How you doing, Grandpa?" He said, "I'm purty." I said, "Well, that's good. I'm glad you're purty." "Yep, I'm purty." What he meant is pretty good, So. Yeah, that's about how it was with Kathy. She raised all the kids by herself because I was here, but I wasn't here, You didn't last 24 hours either, did you, Bobby? I don't think you lasted 24 hours. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Not the dreaded, oh, my baloney's gone. Gene, I wouldn't let that sit still. I'd wake him up. Vibrate the rafters, Gene. Yeah. Did you? I thought you I couldn't. I thought you guys shut her down early. I think your mommy's out there in the garage.
Oh, no, she does live.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for what's going to do.
Huh?
For what's going to do.
No, you might want to check and make sure he ain't wet.
Should I tell him to take his ass with him?
Where are they going?
Oh, to get her shots and take her to school.
Huh.
I said, while you're out, travel to the bank.
Okay.
Hey, are you busy? Oh, not me.
It's a 40-hour marathon. They didn't make it. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Put it. Yeah, Gene. Put it in a butter bowl in the refrigerator, then mark it liver. Huh. Did you check the bottom drawers of the refrigerator? You know, where you put the fruits and vegetables and stuff like that? Because that's where I put my deli meat down there. In one side, then I put the you know, big bags of cheese and stuff. I put that in the other side, and whatever little vegetables we do put in there. But yeah, I figured this way: if the vegetables aren't in a refrigerated unit when I go to get them, I don't put them in a refrigerated unit when I bring them home. So me both did. Oh Lord! Did you even get a sandwich out of it? Somebody stole all the Gene balloons. Hey, Gene, just, I got to ask a question because inquiring minds want to know. Did it look like this? Huh? Did it look like that? We just want to know, Gene. Did it look like this? Did it? Did it taste like this, Gene? Mmm. Mmm.
No, I wish that you could reach through
Chrissy says, "Oh, you're mean iron dog," and then Sandra says, "Mystery solved. Dog stole the baloney." I went to your house and got it, Gene. What? It says Gene Chambers on the other side, on the side of it. Gene said, "Kathy hit him." She said she don't think she'd be able to stop, Gene. I do. I love a fried bologna sandwich.
There's not nothing you don't love.
Come here.
Oh, I'm sorry, family.
Come here. I want to give you some loving.
That means, that means I'm shit. Or shut up. The only reason I'm
You know what, Gene?
survived was because I'm not working Saturdays and nights. That's the only reason I'm not hurting.
Oh, she said the only reason why she ain't gonna hit me is because she's not gonna work Saturday. That's a big bologna, yeah. That's the thick kind. I like the thick compared to the regular kind. Fried egg, fried bologna with an egg sandwich on it. Buttered. I ain't so hot on the egg on it. People, give me a hamburger, you'll see people order a cheeseburger or something like that with a fried egg on it. No, I'm not into that. Taking a bite and watching that stuff go all over, no. If I'm gonna have a fried egg sandwich, then fine. But I don't want an egg on my hamburger or on my corned beef or on my steak or whatever. But I am different, so. She says you sure are. You want an airport burger, plain old burger? Well, I would probably eat a fried bologna sandwich with an egg on it if the egg was cooked, done. I like over medium eggs on a plate, with toast and potatoes and stuff like that, but not on a sandwich. But if it was a fried egg and it was fried done, I would eat it. I have no problem with that. What?
I said, well, she probably should have some. I don't know.
I'm back. She was just telling me about the little girl. So,
Your son's broad.
huh? Yeah. I had corned beef hash yesterday for breakfast. That was good stuff. Kevin Helming, good morning. Where have you been? I was worried about you. I like corned beef hash with eggs, over easy eggs or over medium eggs.
Heart attack waiting to happen.
Corned beef hash is a heart attack waiting. There's a lot of grease there, but I like it. So, all right, man, you take care. We'll see you later. That wasn't long, was it? Maybe I should do a fried bologna sandwich video. That would be cool. Oh, Mama's on the warpath. She went upstairs. That's funny. They're probably up there munching on a stick of bologna right now. Yeah. I used to be able to get it in 10-pound sticks, and I would get it cheap. It was out of date, but it was put in the it was frozen. It was put in the freezer before the date went over, and it was only a couple, 3 or 4 days out of date, but it was in the freezer. And what I would do is I'd bring it home, cut it apart, into pieces about this big, and I would put it on my slicer, slice it up, and then put it back in bags and put it back in the freezer until we needed some. And then, you take a bag out, put it in the refrigerator, let it thaw out. Never had any problem with it. Best damn beef, and it was all beef bologna too, even. I eat potatoes and rice. I'll have to try that one of these days there, Sandra. a grilled bologna cheese sandwich. You can tell Gene right now has got saliva running down his throat. You know, I forgot today's actually supposed to be a panel day, and I forgot. Gene, would you like to come on the panel and tell us all about your bologna expose? Now you want a grilled cheese? We got an hour left there, Gene. I like fried rice. I was in the garbage business for 25 years. We used to see all sorts of live rice. Mm-hmm. Grilled cheese with bacon. Uh-huh. All right. Nope, there's nothing wrong with grilled cheese at 7:32 in the morning. Especially if you're having a grilled cheese with a Bloody Mary. Junkyard was here. I think he fell asleep. You're welcome, Kels. Yeah, that never stopped me. No. We used to call it live rice, and I'd go home and make beef tips and rice for dinner. That's pretty good stuff, man. I'll have to do that one day on a video. But even goes, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. Pico Whisperer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you. Bacon on everything, that's right. You can't go wrong with bacon. Now, I made a salad the other day. Used 10 pounds of bacon and 1 leaf of lettuce. Best salad I ever had. Sandra's Homespun, would you like to come up on the panel? That's right. Bacon is a vegetable. All right there, Kels. You have a great day, man. Go ahead and get some rest. I had some Southwestern Chipotle flatbread and some Garden Ranch flatbread in the freezer. And so this morning I got up, I took it out of the freezer to let it thaw out. I seen a beef taco hot pocket in there. So I took it out of the box, put it in the door, and threw the box away. But now I know there's a Hot Pocket in there if I want one. I love flatbread. I love naan bread. I love pita bread. I love all that stuff. I used to go when I was driving doubles. Used to stop at this Lakeside Marina, and it was a party store. And they sold gas, but they only sold gas to go into boats because the gas, the pump was at the marina, right there on the dock. It wasn't, where you could buy gas for your car. But anyways, yeah, I said panel. I was going to see if somebody wanted to come on up. Junkyard. You smell food. I thought you was falling asleep. I don't particularly like them too much, but I will eat them if I have to. I like them sauteed in bacon grease. But Kathy loves Brussels sprouts. Good news, travelers. Good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, trying to remember now where I was going. Oh, what was I talking about? Huh. I can't remember. I'm brain froze. Oh, Lakeside Marina. Anyways, I'd stop there, and they had a pita deluxe. Now, what is a pita deluxe? And what it was is they took a piece of pita bread, 2 of them. Okay. And I don't even actually think it was pita bread. I think it was actually flour tortillas, the 8-inch, flour tortillas. But they would take 1 or 2 of those, and they would take ham, bologna, sausage, salami, and turkey, chicken, whatever, all lunch meat. And they would put it on top of this. And they put a layer of bologna down there, the little 3-inch bologna or whatever, and they'd do a ring of it, then put cheese on it. Then they'd do a ring of salami same way, and then the cheese, and then they would do, ham the same way with cheese on it, and then turkey and chicken. And then when they got to the top, they would put shredded lettuce on it, diced tomatoes, and diced onions. And then they would pour like an Italian dressing over it or whatever. But before they did that, before they put the lettuce and tomato on it, they would put it in the oven and toast it. And they would melt all that cheese. And so you got all that cheese oohing and gooing in between all the meat layers. Then they'd put the lettuce and the tomato on there, then drizzle it with Italian dressing or, a red raspberry vinaigrette or something like whatever kind you want. You got 2 choices. Put the top on it, and they would cut it in 4 pieces. And they only charged $5 for that sandwich, and I bet it weighed 1.5 pounds. And one day, I was working, and I called them up, and I said, hey, there's like 8 guys that worked at the landfill, and then there was another 8 guys that worked where at the loader, where we got loaded at, so it's 16. So I said, I need 16 sandwiches. I need 8 of them delivered here and 8 of them delivered there. And they said, they asked me who I was, and I said, you remember who I am? I come in there all the time. And I told them who it was. Oh, yeah. I said, I'll stop in and pay you, but I want you to, get them made and start delivering. So on my way back through, I stopped in, paid them, and, they delivered them for lunch. And those guys come up and said, man, those are the best sandwiches I ever had. And I said, that's why I ordered them. You guys should go there and buy them from them. So they are, for $5, it was the best sandwich you could ever eat, man. I was talking about animal lovers for a minute. There you go. It was a nice sandwich, man. FFP, good morning. How are you doing, Howie? Hey, I do it for 3 hours, MX. I do it from 6:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard. So 3 hours every day. You know, I enjoy it. I believe most of my people that come in here enjoy it. So, yep, this was about 7 years ago. So $5 for that was a good sandwich, man. And I had a tip jar there. I always give them a tip. Good morning, Kim. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever today. RV Lucky, good morning. That's been a while, yep. They used to call those moron burgers down in Toledo. About the size of a dinner plate, you get a moron burger, a large fry, and the fry was like 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds of French fries, and a 32-ounce malt or shake. And I believe that was like $2.65. My mom and dad used to go down there all the time when they first were dating, and they'd go down there for date nights up until the fourth kid was born, and then they quit going down there. But I tried to tell them they should have stopped after 6 kids because I was number 6. But oh no, they had to have a 7th, and then they adopted an 8th. So. Yeah, that's good. Actually, should probably put that one in the freezer. But that chicken breast that's in there, I made one of sriracha or whatever Southwest things this morning. Took 2 slices rolled up. That was pretty good. So. Well, you want me to make you one?
No, I mean.
I can do a cooking video real quick for you.
Think of yourself.
That was at 4 o'clock this morning when I woke up and I was up. I couldn't go back to sleep at 3:30. I got up and couldn't go back to sleep. But that's what I had for, if you want to call it breakfast or a mid-morning or midnight snack or whatever. I got them little flatbed packages, or flatbreads about this big, and I took 2 pieces of chicken breast, lunch meat, and they just fit on there perfect. And you just roll them up, made a roll up out of it. It's so cold in West Virginia. Did you see a politician with his hands in his own pockets today, MX? That's probably banana cream or lemon. Huh? Well, I don't know. I didn't know it was even in there. Yeah, that's a daily occurrence here. Politicians with their hands in their in everybody else's pockets, but not in their own. Well, that's nice of you, RV. And by the way, everybody, check out RV Lucky. Quite possibly one of the oldest people on YouTube. Quite possibly. But you'll never be amazed, or you'll never be ceased to be amazed by all the intelligence that man has. If you have any questions about almost anything, you contact RV Lucky. Get on one of his videos or whatever and ask him a question. I'm pretty sure this guy knows about he knows something about everything, practically. I believe he is pretty well knowledgeable on a lot of stuff. 5:45 to the West Coast. Well, good morning. Good news. You have yourself a great day. Don't work too hard. Take care and be careful.
That's not good for breakfast. All right. You're lying.
You're right. RV Lucky is a wise man. So, I mean, you don't. I keep forgetting how old he is, but 86 or something. You don't get that old and not learn something. Yeah, politicians' hands always stay warm. You're right, Junk. That's right. Go ask him a question, believe in ghost. I'm telling you, he's a smart man. How's your trailer coming along there, RV? You got it started yet, or are you waiting for warmer weather? He's got an enclosed trailer he's going to convert into a camper. That's okay. Hey, I oversleep every once in a while too. Don't buy any politicians any gloves, that's right. I stopped at a gas station yesterday and they had jersey gloves, 2 for $1.50. So I went in, stopped in to get gas, so I went in to pay for it and I said, by the way, is that 2 jersey gloves or is that 2 pairs for $1.50? They looked at me and I was just laughing at them. So. Well, that's cool there, RV. All hail, Grizz. Grizz would stick up middle fingers and said, don't be shy. Go ahead and grab one. There's enough for all. Yeah, but Big Steve takes 2, and he's not even here. By the way, where is Big Steven? I don't know if he's mad at me or not. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. I try to trade your toy hauler for a motorhome. Let's find a good Class C motorhome. I tell you what, get on Craigslist or Marketplace. You can find them all day long, man. Especially when gas or gas or diesel's at $3 a gallon or better. When it gets $3 a gallon, they start selling them things real quick. And and that's what gets me. People, I'm not going to go on vacation. Why? Well, gas is so expensive. Okay. You're not going on vacation because gas is so expensive. Well, yeah, it's $2.15 or $2.35, $2.45, $3 a gallon. All right, so it costs you an extra $25 or $30 a tank to go on vacation. So you fill up 3 times. So it costs you an extra $90. So you're not going to go on vacation because it costs you an extra $90? That's more ridiculous than anything I've ever heard. Yeah, why would you let just $90 or $30 or $60 stop you from going on vacation? Going traveling. Especially if you're in your car. You're going to go down to, for me to go down to, I haven't been down there with this car, but for me to go down to Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Tennessee with this car would cost me about $30. Probably be a tank full of gas, just a little over a tank full of gas, maybe a tank and a quarter. Okay. And I just filled up $1.89, and I put $5 worth in when I was out of town because I was on just below quarter. I got home, and then last night I went in and I filled it up. So I put $26.75 worth of gas in, filled it up. So I would think I could make it to Gatlinburg, Tennessee for less than $35 at $1.89. And I know I could make it there less than $50 at $3 a gallon. Or, close to it. Because we went down there in my pickup, or my Kathy's pickup actually, went down there and it cost $57 to get down there in gas, and it was $3.39 a gallon at that time. So, people, they said, well, people aren't traveling because of gas prices. That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. If it only, say your car holds 20 gallons, and if gas goes up 10 cents a gallon, that's only an extra $2 a tank. Okay? If it goes up 20 cents, that's only an extra $4 a tank. See where I'm coming from? Yeah, they're almost paying us to come get it. You're right. Well, Runda's World, good morning again. Nice to have you back. I understand that. I always shop or try to find the best. $3.30, $3.85 a gallon there. Well, I just bought gas for $1.89 last night, and it went up to $2.15 across the street. So, yeah, diesel is really high, and that's a bunch of crap because diesel is a byproduct of gas. That's one of the byproducts you get from refining gas or oil to make gas. So. Yeah, propane is 25% higher than gasoline. That would be nice. High-speed rail system. We got one. It's called Amtrak, but it's so damn undependable, and they have so many accidents. That's a lot of diesel. You're right there. Gas is still cheaper than water per gallon. Yeah. The ambulance, it runs about 60 gallons. So, yeah, that's the thing. Why is gas going up? Oil is so cheap anymore. Why is gas going up? Because I'll tell you why. Because these oil companies want to make bigger and bigger profits. They know you're going to pay for it. At $15 a barrel, gas shouldn't be about $1.10 a gallon, $1.20 a gallon. When oil was $125 a barrel, gas was $3.85. Figure it out. It's the oil companies doing it because they want to screw you over out of every nickel they can get from you. No. Why would you want the supply and demand to go to $20 a gallon? I don't understand that. It was $1.89 yesterday, Bobby, but it went up to $2.15. So. Our society has become so dependent on going places and traveling and doing all this other stuff. 30 years ago, you hardly ever seen a car with over 100,000 miles on it. Back in the 70s and 80s, you didn't hardly see a car with over 100,000 miles on it. Because people didn't drive nowhere. Now, you see cars that are 3-4 years old, it's got 150, 200,000 miles on it because that's all they do is drive. Gas is 89 cents a liter, $7.50 a gallon in Canada. Yeah. So why is it so expensive there if oil is only $15 a barrel? Other than the taxes that the government's putting on it, The oil companies are just killing you. I understand that supply and demand manipulates the product for for free enterprise. I just don't understand why you wish it would go up to $20 a gallon. Because if it went up to $20 a gallon, your sawmill would cost you more to operate. Your truck would cost you more to operate. Your car would cost you more to operate. Your tractor, if your Kubota is diesel, but all right, your Kubota would cost you more to operate. So lots of milkers. Yeah, they're milking it for everything they can get. You're right there, FFP. That's right. You could buy it in Michigan, go across the border, and then siphon it out and sell it for $5.50 a gallon, and make $3 make $3 a gallon. You could do that 10, 15 times a day there, junkyard. Let's see all the money you'd make. Or if you lived in North Dakota, well, I don't know what they're getting for in North Dakota for gas, but if it was just cheap in North Dakota, you could do the same thing there. No, they won't scrap at you, MX. There was electric cars 100 years ago that were getting good mileage. What killed the electric car companies is the oil companies, because the oil companies, first thing they do is when you come out with a stellar electric car that gets 100 miles to a charge, costs $1 to charge it. The oil companies say, hey, we can't have that crap. And they go over and say, hey, we'd like to buy your car from you and the blueprints and the patents and everything else for it. How's $15 million sound? Oh, yeah, hey, I'll sell it. There you go. You know what they do with it? Scrap that piece of junk and burn all that other stuff. Trust me, I know, because there's a factory just north of Tecumseh, in between Tecumseh and Clinton, a factory building. It's called DST. And these big oil companies own it. And inside that factory are several hundred different kinds of cars that never made production. Some of them are electric, some of them are hydrogen, some of them are hybrid diesels, hybrid gas. They were all made by different people that wanted better mileage. And they were all bought by these oil companies. They didn't trash the cars. They do a clean out every 2 or 3 years so they can write it off. But and then I don't know about the paperwork and whatever, but they do with those. But I've been there and I have hauled out cars, crushed, brand new, experimental cars that were made by, inventors. Yep. The car that ran on water, that guy died suddenly and mysteriously from poisoning. That's right. Come back on empty. Oh, yeah. I've seen what, hell, they're eating their own dogs and cats down there because there's nothing. They have no money. They showed a pile of money laying on the parking lot, on the concrete or whatever. And they put a dollar bill next to it. And they said that dollar bill was worth more than that pile of money. No lie. I mean, this pile of money was big enough to be in a wheelbarrow. That's how big it was. Yeah, the metric system, that is, I don't, how can I put it? Isn't it a lot easier if you go by inches than centimeters or meters. Just saying. If you're going 60 miles an hour and you maintain 60 miles an hour, it means in 60 miles or 60, in 1 hour, you're going to be 60 miles away. Okay. If you do 60 kilometers an hour and you maintain 60 kilometers an hour, how far are you going to be away? You're going to be 60 kilometers away from destination to destination, but how many miles is that? What is a kilometer? 2.67 miles or something like that? Or, you know, I don't even know. But it's easier to do it with the standard system than it is a metric. $4 billion and we have the homeliest people. You're right. New from lovely kid in Japan, the miracle morning routine before and after week 1. I'll have to check out. I haven't seen Tina in a long time. You live in a city of 300,000. $4 billion goes to charity in Victoria. Huh. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right there, RV. And a wheelbarrow load of money won't even pay for a loaf of bread in Venezuela. So. I don't believe metrics is easier to do. I don't believe it. The only reason why most of them want to use metrics is because you can get a precise, detailed, accurate measurement down to the millionth. Well, if you're, you know, I can understand that if you're making something that requires you to be one millionth of a, you know, of a centimeter off, or, you know, can't be any more than that off. But there's not that many things that require that. There's probably isn't too many things that require anything that can't be more than a hair off. So. Well, I don't know about metrics. You know, I don't think it's easier. But then again, why do we have to push one for English here? I don't understand that either. Or actually, most of the time it's push 2 for English, one for Spanish, 2 for English. Jennifer Bearden, how are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. So. And there was somebody else that come in, and I didn't say hi to him. I gotta. Jenny Merceth, I'm sorry. How are you doing? I forgot to say hi to you. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Well, I don't know why we don't go to Common Core Math and just stay with that, because that's much easier. It's much friendlier to do Common Core Math. You know, because you'd hate to upset the face value of 10 and the face value of ones and the face value of hundreds. You want to make it all pleasant for them so they're not angry. Well, of course. I'm waiting for the day somebody walks into a lumber yard and then with a lawyer and sues them. Because a 2x4 is not 2x4. It's not 2 inches by 4 inches. A 2x6 isn't 2 inches by 6 inches. You're getting screwed. Huh. Try something. You want to try something interesting? Try hexadecimal. Hexa. I don't even know what you're talking about, junkyard. I'm just a common man. Not very intelligent. Ask my wife, she'll tell you. I did do algebra one time. I did. They asked me what pie was, and I said, what kind, apple or cherry or pumpkin? I figured out what pie was right then and there. But I do know what the square root of 69 is. For those that don't know, it's 8 something. I'm from Michigan. Where are you from, Jennifer? Live about 38 miles northwest of Toledo, Ohio. Well, I just showed you some channel love. No. I wonder if Gene's doing okay after the Great Baloney heist. And you're in Mount Pleasant? Okay. I live in Lenawee County. So. You ever go to the casino up there in Mount Pleasant? Yeah. Remember? Yeah. Subway. They got busted for that. They were selling foot-long subs and they were 11 inches. They ended up doing something. They ended up having to rework their bread pans and stuff. You can't offer a foot-long if it's not a foot-long. She's made one video so far, and it says lost her YouTube virginity. Buchanan, Michigan? Okay. I've heard of it. I don't know where it's at, but I have heard of it. Yeah, just don't fall. You're from Gratiot County and you don't gamble. That's okay. That's okay. Well, it's glad to see another fellow Michigander here. I got a Mount Pleasant, Texas, not far from here. But wonder where they're at. Huh. I don't think you're kidding. Okay, by South Bend, Indiana. Okay. My brother lives in Fremont, Indiana. So South Bend's not that far from where he lives. So, and my wife's uncle used to live there in South Bend, Indiana. He lived in Kokomo. His name was Gary, but he never lived in Gary, Indiana. Cause Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is a big city. That's pretty cool, Jennifer. Daffy my wife likes to fish. She just don't like to put the worm on the hook, but she likes to fish. So. Well, I understand that, Grizz. That's why when we get somebody in here that says, "Hey, you show me support, I'll show you back." That's why I tell them, "Hey, we don't do that here." And after the second time, after I tell them the second time, the third time, I don't give them a chance. So. Yeah, where the Mothman is, I've watched a few documentaries on him. It's pretty cool. Well, they haven't seen him in 20 years or something like that, have they? Last time I knew, they claimed that he was living in that old abandoned brick factory that's in town or whatever, or just outside of town or out in the country or whatever. And that's where they claim the Mothman stays or lives. That's pretty cool, Jennifer. You got a 10-point buck in November on the 21st, and it dressed out at 191 pounds. That's pretty good. That's damn good, actually. Big sucker. It wasn't big sucker. Hey, we got some big deer up here in Michigan, man. I think Michigan probably grows some of the biggest deer around. You go down south and hell, they look like dogs compared to deer up here, That's pretty cool. I've had you sub for years, Grizz. That's right. Grizz has got his hiney hairs tied in a knot. Yep. That's a sausage deer, yeah. I got some, there's some back straps out there in the refrigerator and stuff. Pretty cool there, Jennifer. Down here, we can't use a rifle down here, but you were up north, right? So down here in Lenawee County, you can't use a rifle. It's shotgun or pistol. But down here, there's too many houses too close, but up north there isn't. But that's right, 30-30. .10-22 Ruger. They look like small dogs, yeah. I used to go snipe hunting all the time. Those are some elusive little buggers there, snipes. Marlin sighted Jack. You know, you go out there, I don't know if you guys ever been snipe hunting, but what you do is you go out to an open field right before daylight, while it's still dark out. You take some paper sacks out there and you open them up and you put a rock on the side of it so it doesn't blow away. Now the wind will gently rustle that paper sack and the snipes will come running and they'll run into that paper sack and they'll stay right there because they don't know better to turn around and come out. So, you know, when daylight hits, snipes don't run during the daylight. So if they do see the daylight, they stay right there with the nose in the corner of the sack. So when you're done, daylight hits, you just go over and you gather up all the paper sacks full of snipes. And now you come home, clean them, and eat them. Made some venison, backstraps, mashed potatoes, and gravy biscuits for dinner last night. Homemade blackberry cobbler for dessert. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn good, really. That's right, some of the best times you ever had. Random man was snipe hunting as a kid. That's right. I know she didn't invite us, Bobby. Isn't that nice of her? Off-grid homesteader Cecil Skinner cleaning up after the snowstorm, and we got mail. The blackberry cobbler dessert sounds really good. I got blackberries. I might make that would be pretty nice to make. Is it because she got a deer this year, Grizz, and you didn't? Is that what's making you upset? I've never ate buffalo, but I'm wanting to try it. Yeah, she didn't invite us for dinner. That's right. So. I've got lamb in the refrigerator, ground lamb in the freezer. I've never had lamb before in my entire life.
Good.
Huh?
It's good.
I've got ground lamb in there, but I was gonna make it, fry it up, and along with some chili burger that I got that's made for chili, and I was gonna put it in with chili. So, sounds like, yeah, she does sound like a country cook. So,
Goat legs is good.
huh?
Goat legs.
I ain't never had goat either. You can never get the whole thing down a goat leg. Well, thanks, Jennifer. She's inviting us all to dinner. Venison steaks for everybody.
On my way.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be all right. I'll let it.
I've had alligator jerky. I thought that was pretty good. She's just teasing a diabetic. That's funny. Jennifer, my favorite meal is venison liver, mashed potatoes, and gravy. I'll show her on set. You'll be there about 6 o'clock there, will you, Chris? Okay, deer meat's about the taste same as goat meat. I've never had goat, but you know, I've never had lamb. We used to raise lambs, but we never ate them. So. I do canning too. I've made some jam and some jelly. Good evening or good morning there. Good afternoon, Ian. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Lunchtime? That would ruin the mashed potatoes that great. No, it wouldn't. Mm-mm. Like I told you, Mama makes a mean beef liver and onions, and then gravy even mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes. And I'm telling you, one of the best meals you'll ever eat. That's right. They don't know what they're missing, do they, Grizz? Nearly 3 p.m. Oh, okay. That's right. You're six hours ahead of us. Yeah. I've never had rabbit either, but my grandpa used to eat a rabbit every day for lunch. My grandma would fix my grandpa owned a heating, plumbing, and air conditioning company, and he'd go start the job every morning at 6 o'clock. My grandma had breakfast on the table, and my grandpa would eat 3 or 4 eggs, bacon, toast, coffee, hash browns. He'd go to work 7 o'clock. He'd be at the job site. Wherever he had to be, he'd be there. He'd start working and he'd work till noon, come home, and then it was dinner time. And my grandma always cooked. He always had eggs, bacon, or sausage, and or ham, and toast and hash browns and coffee for breakfast. Every day, he would eat a rabbit. My grandma would fix him a rabbit every day for lunch because they raised rabbits. My grandpa loved rabbit, so she would bake him a rabbit for lunch or fry it or whatever. And he'd have mashed potatoes and gravies and green beans and a cup of coffee, and it was like good old country eating every day. And for dinner, it was the same thing. Might be a steak, might be meatloaf, might be beef stew, but it was a country meal every night. And that's how my grandpa and grandma lived. And people don't believe, but that's how it's changed from back in the 70s to now. And in fact, I just went and seen my grandpa and grandma yesterday. There they are. The one on the top. My grandpa was Gret and my grandma was Geraldine. My grandpa died in 73 and my grandma died in 91. I've had frog legs before. My wife loves frog legs. She'll eat them all the time. That's pretty cool there, Jennifer. No, and I wouldn't eat it to begin with. That's just that kind of stuff just does not tickle my fancy. I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't. I used to eat heart when I was a kid. I don't know, if you cleaned it real good, I probably would eat heart again. But I won't eat kidneys. I'll eat liver, but only beef liver or chicken livers. I'm not going to eat pork liver or anything. I'll eat venison liver, but I'm not into organs that much, And you damn sure ain't going to get me to eat no intestine. So, nope, sorry, ain't going to do it. So, all right, everybody, I'm sorry to say this, but it is 9:30. I got to get out of here. I cut off at 9:30 every day. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Squirrel brains and scrambled eggs. Yeah. How big is that squirrel brain? About the size of a peanut? Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace be with you. Stay safe. Stay dry. Stay warm. Don't take any wooden nickels unless you can spend them someplace. But I'll be back here tomorrow. It's Friday, and I'll be back here at 6:30 again. Don't forget, tonight is Thursday night. I have a live stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys aren't doing anything, stop by and come see us. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Thank you, Christy, and y'all have a great day. Take care and stay safe. And thank you all for being here. I gotta get me something done with this computer. The end doesn't like to work half the time. Have a great day.